Good morning, folks. Good morning, Wednesday morning. Good Wednesday morning. I am your host, BKP. Sorry about that noise. I'm your host, BKP. You're watching BKP Politics on FYNTV.com. How are you today? Beautiful March 3rd. Now, the security is heightened security, right? Around the Capitol for March 4th. Because they believe there will be a strike on the Capitol, an attack on the Capitol, because QAnon supporters believe March 4th will be the real inauguration day. And Donald Trump will swoop in and take over. So I'm just saying, you can read the articles for yourself. You can read them for yourself. March 4th. So, how are you today? I'm doing great. Now, yesterday we're gonna talk a little bit because we're getting to crunch time on election bills. Georgia House Bill 531 and Senate Bill 241. It's crunch time in Atlanta. We're going to talk about that today. We want to put a lot of stress on this story. We want to stress this story because the implications are national. And, you have Stacey Abrams and MSNBC and CNN and ABC restricting, the word is restricting, suppressing Jim Crow laws, disenfranchised voters, voters of color. It's a racist bill to stop voting suppression, said it twice. The poor, when they want an identification or some kind of documents, and Stacey Abrams says proof of identification, the documents are too costly to some of the poor people to come up with. Disenfranchised. I want to play you the ridiculous reasons why. The ridiculous reasons why Stacey Abrams and others are calling these bills Jim Crow law. So anyhow, yesterday, and I want to go with this immediately, talk about this immediately, and we'll get it out of the way. It won't take too much time, all right? But how many of you have seen this video? I just want to put it up here because it's out on the Hill, number 7. I don't have time. I don't want to be negative because some people think, sometimes when you say something, you're attacking someone else that may host a show. I don't know a whole lot about Alex Jones. I've watched a couple things he's done. I don't keep up. I'm busy. But I know there's a lot of people that support Alex Jones. But there's a video that leaked yesterday. Alex Jones seen on leaked video saying he's sick of Donald Trump. So I watched the video. I just thought it was neat. Wonder what he's saying to his supporters today, his viewers and Trump supporters. With the video that's out that says he wishes he'd never effing met Alex Jones, Donald Trump, or even, what is that guy's name? Roger Stone? Anyhow, I like this one. We're going to get to some things. I like this one, number 6. Okay. Now, South Carolina Senate has added firing squad as an alternative execution method. Remember when they wanted to take Mike Pence out before the firing squad? I just saying. I had to bring this up. South Carolina Senate adds firing squad as alternative execution method. All right. I had to go there. But yesterday, and we're going to talk about this. Number one, this is from the Huffington will use Rush Huffington Puffington Post. Is that what Rush used to say? Number one, Georgia GOPers move to rein in voting rights. No, they're not reining in voting rights. Just trying to make sure you don't. Ballot harvesting is against the law and should be against the law. Okay. And most Georgians do not agree with no excuse absentee ballots. Most Georgians do not agree with all of the drop boxes. When told the truth, you have to understand when you get these polling numbers, okay, let's just say this, when told the truth, most Americans don't believe that these laws are okay. See, SB 241 would stop something that happened like Brad Raffensperger entering that deal back in March, really illegally, that the Supreme Court would not hear the case. But that being said, reining in, we'll talk about that. But yesterday I asked you, we went through this, and I asked you yesterday, what is the real reason Cuomo's on the takedown in New York? And we'll look at this a little later in the program, but what is the real reason? See, Democrats, they destroy, they don't go after each other. When they eat their own, they destroy them. They finish them off. There's a reason. And I said yesterday, when the Black Widow spider, Hillary Clinton, comes out and makes a comment, okay, that's scary, the Black Widow spider. So why the Mario takedown? Not Mario, Andrew. I call him Smooches, okay, because he wanted to smooch up with the girls, right? But why the Andrew Cuomo takedown, all right? And we went through the scenario yesterday and some of the reasons why I think could be out there. Why, as soon as, if you pay attention, which you pay attention, I say that like that, as you pay attention, which you do, to what's going on, immediately after the nursing home scandal, we'll call it a scandal, right, broke, and thank you, Janice Dean of Fox News, because she really did not let this go. But after that broke, and it looked as though Andrew was going to have to deal with it. The Department of Justice is involved. It looked like, I mean, he could face criminal charges, could he? I mean, heck, that's what they go to all the way with Trump. It doesn't matter what happens. They always go the distance to where he could face criminal charges. So we'll just do that too with Andrew. But when that broke and it became a story, now to you, it's been a story for quite some time. To you out there, if you have a loved one that died in a nursing home, it's been a story for a while, okay? Because the one thing, there's a bill in Georgia right now that even in a pandemic would make it illegal for you not to be able to visit your loved ones, okay? And I don't have the bill number, but I like the bill. And I think his name's Ed Setzler. Is that his name? The House member that wrote the bill? But it would make it illegal. Remember this, okay? While we're on the subject, and we'll go with it, because I am one that's affected. My sisters are affected. My brother's affected. All of my family, my mom especially, all of us were affected because we had no choice but to accept what a doctor told us about our dad. Let's be candid, okay? Now, I'm not on here today to say my dad got bad care in the hospital. We don't know that, okay? I spent many a phone calls with family members with a doctor at the same time listening to updates when COVID, back in March, I think it was March, when COVID broke, and the doctors were trying to explain to us what our dad was going through. Okay? So let me just put it like this. For those of you out there that your loved ones have died last year in a nursing home or a hospital by themselves, we rely totally and completely on a doctor or a caregiver in a nursing home or a senior living facility to give us the information. Think about that. Totally on our family. We were not able to, at any time, in nursing homes, senior care facilities, hospitals, at any time were we able to actually see for ourselves what was going on, see how our family members were being cared for, see the condition they were really in. We were not able to do that. And I'm not going after these facilities. But what I am saying are these criminals right here, number 2, okay? When Andrew's story broke, they had to get him out. They had to change the subject, get him out of the way, go after him for something else. Because if they go to distance and it becomes top story and it gets blown up, you have 4 other governors, especially in blue states, that are, to me, murderers. And this story is on target. It's part of it. Now, there's several things that concern me of why the Andrew Cuomo takedown. Now, one of you wrote me yesterday, and I liked it. One of you, excuse my, is it spring yet? My springtime cold. One of you wrote yesterday, I think the deep state, Obama, doesn't think they can get Cuomo to do their bidding, or they don't want him to compete with the communist Harris in 2024, so they need to get rid of him. Now, he has gained such popularity, not with you and I, Andrew, but nationally they set him up, okay, as this great governor that handled the pandemic. Remember, Donald Trump should have taken maybe lessons from him. That maybe the deep state said, hey, you know what? He thinks he's in line. We have Kamala Harris ready to go. He needs to go. So I don't know. But media's me tooing of Andrew Cuomo is really about protecting 4 Democrat governors. That's the story, okay? Gretchen Whitmer, all right? Murphy, that's Murphy in New Jersey, Whitmer in Michigan. What's that jackass's name in the top corner? The recall out in, why is it? And the Wolf, the guy in the beard and glasses, Tom Wolf in Pennsylvania, all right? And Tom Wolf in Pennsylvania, and if the story keeps metastasizing, isn't that what Christopher Wray said yesterday about domestic terrorism? It metastasizes. If the story keeps going here with Tom Wolf, it may even bring in number 51 right here at a time when Joe Biden's trying to get this freak approved. I'm sorry if you don't like that. Tough. To me, this is crazy as hell. I call it a freak. That's my thing. Sorry. Well, I'm not apologizing. Just make sure. It's a real arrogant kind of sorry if you don't like it. But this right here was the health secretary or whatever in Pennsylvania that was took her mother, damn it, what the hell, took his mother, this is a man who thinks he's a woman, took his mother out of the nursing home while shoving others with COVID in the nursing home, locking the door behind them like a gas chamber. Yeah, I said it. Yes, I said it. Like a gas chamber. They killed seniors in nursing homes. You could not get in to see. You could not talk to your loved ones. And they knew what they were doing. This could have an effect on actually getting this person approved maybe for assistant HHS. I don't know. But number two, if this continues to go like it is, if they would not have shut it down and went after him with the Me Too, it actually, the nursing home could turn into a bigger story here. And they're protecting all of these Democrat governors that actually murdered senior citizens in nursing homes with you, loved ones, only able to get information from the caregiver in the nursing home. So that being said, look, we'll take a break. I want to set up. When we come back, we've got to talk about Georgia and the legislation and the voting. But I wanted to say this first and foremost. Somebody sent me this cartoon yesterday. I had to get this up. I really like this cartoon. Give me number 53. Okay, I'm from the government. I'm here to help. You like that one? And then always remember, not okay, 52, not okay, and 51, okay. Man thinks he's a woman, wants to tell if your 3-year-old says they're confused, wants to let your 3-year-old make a gender change. Yeah, I'm not lying. That's okay with Democrats. Okay, mutilating our children genitalia, and that's okay. And this right here, number 52, number 52, not okay. Racial undertones. Think about it. Folks, when we come back, I want to talk about, give me number 34, all right? Look at the words, voting restrictions bill. Restrictions. No, it's not. Passes Georgia House over strong opposition. All right. And the hero, give me number 11. We'll show this really quick and then come back, take our break. Georgia House passes voting restrictions bill. Yes, they're loving it on MSNBC. They're going nuts over it. Take a break. We'll be right back after these messages.